Well, we come to the fifth of our bite-sized presentations of the basic beliefs of the Christian faith. What do we believe about people? In the beginning, God created man, male and female, and though they were absolutely equal in his sight, they were different from each other and complemented one another. At the same time, God instituted marriage between one man and one woman with the blessing that they would be fruitful, i.e. have children. The family unit became the bedrock of the society that God was creating. Now, we believe Adam and Eve were a historical couple, the very first people on earth, made from the dust of the ground and the rib of the man, respectively. You can read about this in Genesis 2. They lived in a perfect world where peace and justice reigned, and God was there with them. But very soon they disobeyed God, and the whole thing began to unravel. The disobedience, called sin in the Bible, brought conflict between the man and the woman, pain in childbirth, and worst of all, separation from God. They could no longer live in his presence. But even as God pronounced these dreadful consequences, he also promised a solution. A child would be born, a direct descendant of Adam and Eve, who would restore the broken relationship between God and man. Now, we've already seen in an earlier presentation that this was Jesus, who was both God and man. And through his sacrifice, he offers forgiveness to all who ask him, so that men and women can return to the purpose God designed for them: to obey, to worship, and to love God. Now, we all need this restoration because since Adam, we're all born into sin, separated from God. That is our state, our natural state when we're born, because of our parents, and they because of theirs, and so on. We can do nothing in our own strength to be right with God, to change that nature. We simply have to rely on what Jesus has done. And when we do this, it's what the Bible calls being born again, entering into a spiritual relationship of friend with God. What difference does this make? Well, it doesn't make us perfect, as we all well know, but it does mean we're no longer separated from God, because it means God comes to live in us through his Spirit. And that will be the subject of our next presentation.